Hi guys, Geekonomics here, and just a brief introduction here from me today with regard to this whole notion of the budget constraint. You'll know we're looking at budget constraints and difference curves and so on. So just a little bit more detail with regard to this whole notion of a budget constraint and what it is. So the budget constraint, as you can see here, it shows the different bundles of a good or service that a consumer can afford to buy. Now that depends upon the individual's income, and obviously it also depends upon the prices of the different goods and services. If we stick with the standard textbook example, we are looking at making consumption decisions between cola and apples. And it's quite similar, I guess you could think of it in a very similar way to your AS microeconomics when you were looking at production possibility frontiers and production possibility curves, whereby in order to consume more of one particular good, there's an opportunity cost involved and you have to sacrifice and give up. Well, in the same way here, there is a trade-off in that respect. So if you want more apples, you've got to give up cola. If you want more cola, you've got to give up some apples. But any point on this line means that the consumer, and remember it's the consumer we're talking about here rather than the economy as you would do with a production possibility frontier, any point on the line means that the consumer is spending their entire income, their entire budget. So if we were at point A, then that would mean that the consumer's decision to consume this amount of apples and this amount of cola would be ultimately spending their entire income. Point C, which is you can see is well beyond this budget line, this red line representing the budget line. Well, point C would not be attainable for this particular individual given their current level of income. And if they were at point B, then they could if they really wanted to, they could consume more of one good or perhaps more of both goods and dependent upon their choices. So they might decide to go straight up, so they consume the same level of apples but more cola, or they might decide to move from B to A, whereby they'd be increasing their consumption of both goods. So that, ladies and gentlemen, very simply is the budget constraint, or as it's referred to in the OCR A2 textbook, the budget line. Bye for now.